Hello and welcome to F1 News Today with Tillie. Right, let's take a look at what's making news in the world of Formula 1 today. Oh sis. I don't even know where to start. I am heartbroken. Lando Norris was on course to take his first ever win in F1. Then, the heavens opened and washed away his dreams. We could only watch as Lando slipped and slid back to the pits, as he eventually finished 7th. After the race, a dejected Norris said, "It wasn't the race or the result we wanted in the end. I made a good start and we had a good first stint. Right at the end when the rain started, we made the call not to box and that cost us everything. We made the decision that was right at the time for the conditions at the time. It was my call, along with the information from the team, and together we need to review what we could have done better. It's incredibly disappointing of course, because we've been strong all weekend, and I felt comfortable with the pace and the car today. The team has done a great job and I want to thank them for all their hard work. Of course, the result is not a reflection of our weekend, but there are a lot of positives we can take, and now we need to analyze, reset and bounce back in Turkey. Hugs Lando, there will be better days ahead." Now onto a piece of F1 history. 100 Grand Prix wins for Lewis Hamilton. The milestone victory also put the 7-time champion into the lead of the Drivers' Championship as that battle looks set to go down to the wire. After the race, Hamilton said, "Wow. 100. It's taken a long time and I wasn't even sure the 100th would come. Going to bed last night I wasn't the happiest with the job I did yesterday. I watched the replay over and over again. They were subtle mistakes but I was so determined to put things right when I woke up this morning. Today was tough. I lost a lot of ground at the start, just trying to stay out of trouble. I was patient and at the end, when the rain came, I didn't want to let Lando go by boxing. Of course, I didn't know what the rain was doing. It was just my feeling but I'm incredibly grateful to the strategy team for the job they did today. Getting anywhere near 100 victories wouldn't be possible without the hard work of the men and women here and back at the factory. I'm so grateful to them, it just feels so special. Lando did an amazing job today. He had incredible pace and is doing such a great job for McLaren. It was bittersweet to see my old team ahead. They're doing so well powered by Mercedes and it's good to see them united again. Max did a good job to come up from second to last. The battle continues and we know we need to be on top form over the remaining races. Speaking of Max, the Dutchman put in a superb recovery drive to move all the way from 20th to 2nd, and also managed not to hit Lewis. After the race, Max was well pleased with his podium finish, saying, "Wow, we will definitely take that result. Of course to come from last to second is very good and when I woke up this morning I definitely didn't expect this result. To finish where we did with the penalty we had, we didn't lose as many points as we could have, so as a team we did a really good job. It was a crucial call to change to the inters. It was really slippery on track and we made a great decision with the timing and took the right lap to pit. A lot of things can happen when you're starting from the back of the grid, especially on the first lap when other cars are fighting each other, but we stayed out of trouble, kept it clean, and managed our race very well. The race itself was not very easy. It was difficult to pass other cars and once you got stuck it was easy to damage your tires, but luckily, in the end the rain helped us make the last jump in positions. Finally, it was great to see Carlos Sainz make the most of a strong weekend, as the Spaniard rounded out the podium. It was a bittersweet result for Sainz, who after the race spoke about wanting more. This was a tricky but positive weekend for me, with a good quali and a strong race where I gave absolutely everything. We made a perfect start from the dirty side, braking late into turn 2 and risking it on the outside of Lando to get into the lead. Unfortunately, we suffered from graining and couldn't hold P1 for much longer and had to pit early. After the first stop, we had a very good stint, managing the hard tyre in traffic and then pushing in clean air, on course for a reasonably comfortable P3 before the rain came and made everything a lot trickier. With the used hard, it was clear to me we needed to box for inters, and together with the team we made the right decision at the right moment, regaining P3. It's a happy podium, but I think as a team we need to keep analysing what we can do better to make sure next time a Ferrari is leading we are less vulnerable. We've got some time before the next race, so we will keep pushing. Well, that concludes this episode of F1 News Today with Tillie. We're powered by the F1 Chronicle. Make sure you visit f1chronicle.com for more news during the 2021 Russian Grand Prix weekend. And subscribe to the F1 Chronicle YouTube channel so you never miss an episode of F1 News Today. See you tomorrow for the next update.